And that's Boy Spice, the new addition to the Maven family. Well, that song, it's called Nobody. It's got about 208,000 views already on YouTube in just 3 days. My goodness. Anyways, welcome to Grapevine. My name is Pepple. Shopman Martins is here as well.
Yes, yes. And joining us for today, we've got Chef Jeff 3000. Find him across social media platforms and in your nearest, what you might call it, uh, chef inspired love dream
Good morning,
fantasy.
Chef Joe.
I
Have you
love you
decided to?
3000.
Have
Good
you decided to
morning.
stop me?
You were trying to make me hungry. I know here. He's a
No,
chef.
because here's the thing. He's always posting pictures and videos. Like he did this one where he was, what was it? You were making stuff with leftovers, right? And he was throwing
Yeah.
it into the pans. Like, with the, I
I'd
was
love
like,
to see that.
okay.
You know where to find it, Chef 3000 on Instagram.
I'm
That's
just
where
telling
it's
you, some
Just
at.
hit
people,
the follow button
some
now.
people
You know.
dream about the food. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, some people need to be hiring to taste the food, and let's get things going there. You
Mm.
can't just always eat with your eyes.
There you go. Now
All
you
right,
know.
guys. We just checked out Nobody by Boy Spice. He's the latest addition to Maven's record. And I mean, the CEO, Don Jazzy, when he was trying to unveil this guy, wrote, "Being a tunnel with which a talent is being nurtured is a blessing I would never take for granted."
You know what? I heard the wrong song at the beginning, and then I was like, okay, there's some potential here. I'm not too sure about what's going on here. And then I now played Nobody. I'm like, you know what? I actually love this
Right.
guy's abilities here. I was busy dancing, in the background here because I was like, you know what? This is a jam. There's some talent over here. I'm not too sure about being called Boy Spice because
Yes.
it just brings a Spice Boy kind of thing. Like you just call yourself Pepper, Black Pepper, or something. That sounds a whole lot better in my view. But that said, I really really like this. I like the writing. I love the production that comes with this. And it's like from a 5-track album that's out now, I think, right?
Mm.
And it's definitely worth checking out. I think with this, um, I normally hate when I hear singers on their tracks, knowing fully well that when they're going to go live, it will be one whole octave different from what you're actually getting, which is what I think is probably the case with him. But I will give him props for writing and for enunciation, and really, it's a unique sound. I really, really do enjoy it.
Mm.
Yeah.
He's 21. So I think there's this new dimension to Maven Records, right? Just getting the very young guys and putting them on board, train them, have them stay on the label for maybe 5 years. Because the ones who are more advanced, after a few years, they want to review their contract and move on.
Mm.
Do you see that as well?
As you should. After 5 years, hopefully you've made a splash,
Hmm.
and you can then say, "Okay, I know my worth from back when I was a beginner and a newbie. So now let's really talk."
Yeah, but I mean, even with some organizations, if you see it, they just like to employ very young people now. The boy is 21, just like Rema, and he's from Edo State as well, just
Mm.
like Rema.
Mm.
And it looks like, oh, he'll be doing really good stuff soon enough.
Mm.
No, I mean, are you sure he's from Edo State?
He
I
is.
was gonna go with a Quibum or
No,
something like
he's
that.
from Edo State.
Yeah, but I mean, it's nice to see. I love what Chopet said because we have to go and review my status with Smooth after
Why did I do this to
10 years.
us?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we should review that one. But back to this. Yeah, it's really interesting to see, and what I like is that Maven's able to put people forward who don't necessarily need anybody to feature with them to actually give them good music at the same time. And totally, the Boy Spice. At some point, I would get used to this name.
You have to. The EP is titled Boy Spice, so get
Yeah,
used to it.
spice up your life, whatever. It's okay. But I
Spice
mean,
the Let's Come
he's
on
got
Rice
he's got
kind.
a lot of talent, so it's definitely worth checking out his album. To be honest, yeah.
Yeah, I have to say, I think this form as a song for me that I'm gonna need a few more listens to get behind. It wasn't really doing that much for me, although I love the voice and just because it's different, it's something
Hmm.
Mm.
different, and I'm gonna check out the EP. But for me right now, sorry, no.
And I also think that Don Jazzy is getting it right. We have a lot of young people now, Gen Z. So if you see these artists, they make their songs for, I mean, the Gen Zs. This song is already trending online. That's how I found out about the Boy
Mm.
Spice. Oh, everyone's dancing. Oh, Don Jazzy has a new signee. His name is Boy
I
Spice.
say I like
Oh,
to
there's
get
this
my new
little
music off
guy.
of TikTok.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. And so all the young people I know, oh, Boy Spice, Boy Spice. And I'm like, what's so special about this guy? But it's all good. Congratulations to him.
Yeah,
Welcome
yeah,
to the family.
yeah.
Okay. By the way, we are available for you to join the conversation. All you need to do is send your WhatsApp messages in to 0809 444 Chef Jeff's already been waving at YouTube. So
Hmm.
if you're on YouTube, holla. YouTube.com/smooth981 FM Lagos. Leave your comments up on the live stream. And we are also on Twitter. We are at smooth981 FM at Chef Jeff 3000.
I love you,
And
3000.
use the hashtag Grapevine981.
So, guys, Ubi Franklin is, I mean, trending, even on Twitter as we speak.
Yes.
He recounted how his friend's daughter was raped, recorded, and even shared the video on Instagram. I'll just take a little of the
In his opinion, because
in
right
his
now
opinion.
everybody has
Mm.
So
different
so he
opinions.
tweeted. He said, just got off the phone with a friend of mine. His 10-year-old daughter was selected to represent his school at the World School Game in Dubai. His daughter was raped by her fellow students, videotaped and posted on Instagram, and the school concealed it for a month. That was the initial tweet he put out,
Mm.
and then everything just went agog.
You see, this story, I don't like that title, to be honest, because I feel like I haven't seen the video. Unfortunately, if you were to
And we
search,
shouldn't see the
yeah,
video.
but the thing is, if you were to type the school name, unfortunately, it kind of comes up.
Sadly.
You don't,
Hmm.
but you don't have to. Please do not press play on it. Let's not start encouraging. It's their children.
Hmm.
But
Yes. By
from
the
the
way,
avenue of things,
just to let you know, everybody, if you've been sharing or disseminating that video and it came on my timeline, I've reported you. I'm
yeah,
just putting
no,
that out
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. They're children, but from what you see, this is without even clicking on it. It looks like it was a mutual thing or some sort of consensual thing that was going. We don't know what the full story is there, but to be honest, it's there's a lot to be said. It's a good thing that Lagos State shut down the schools. That is true. They need to go through a full investigation on that element of things there. But then it's also about the matter of responsibility and care.
Yeah, because
That's
everybody, right now it's being divided between, oh, it's a parenting issue, oh, it's a school issue.
mm,
I feel like it can be both issues at the same time.
yeah, it really can be because you're not always going to be there watching your children. All right, truth or dare, we've all played some version of it as children. We've done spin the bottle before, kind of thing. It's not that I'm recommending these things for anybody, but this is just really a matter of I don't know. There has to be some way of making sure that the punishment is there, that there's a lesson to be learned from all of this, and it's not just about the girl in question here, but it's also the other students as well. Of
Chef
course,
Jeff, thank you.
yes, because the
Thank
focus
you.
has just been on the girl and not about the guys that were there doing this
Hmm.
and they
Because I
filming.
wanted to say, is there a wider issue here about the way that we view and treat girls versus the way that we view and treat boys?
Exactly.
When it comes to issues like this, the level of care that we put into
Hmm.
the different genders.
Mm.
Because how is it that all of these students were on the video, but
Hmm.
the only one that
Is being
everybody has been
mentioned is the
talking
girl.
about is the girl?
Yeah.
So two things.
Statutory rape is for children all under the same age. It's
two
not for
two things. As
girls
part of
under
this
that age.
conversation, I hear that the boys had been expelled already by the school, and then aside the boys being expelled, the why a lot of people were concerned about this story was Ubi had tweeted that it was a rape case of a 10-year-old. So everyone jumped on it. In fact, as yesterday, a lot of people were talking about it and looking for the video. And after some people saw the video, they said, "Oh, this is not rape," and then the conversation changed.
Mm.
That's why it looks like the boys were exonerated a little from the conversation
And some
because the
trends were
context,
trending. Yeah.
You
you
know,
know,
it's just really sad that this video is still existing there. That's just a thing,
or widely
and
spread now.
we don't need to see it. We really don't need to see it. So when you come across it, please just report it. Don't go getting curious about anything such as their children. You don't want to see that. To be honest, do the responsible thing. That's what I would say to everybody.
Right now, they're calling for Ubi's arrest for misinformation. That he put out a wrong information. Though he did not share the video in question, he only shared the girls,
The video
the
of the
babies,
mother.
yes, the 10-year-old's mother trying to narrate her own side of the story.
Yeah, even her side of the story, I mean, there's some elements there that I feel like they are questionable. to be
There's a
honest.
lot of so what it is I don't really like talking about these issues when it's something that the police now has to step in and investigations are
Yes,
underway because there's so much misinformation that's just flying all over the
exactly.
all over social media. So we don't know what happened. The school has come out to say one thing, the mother has come out to say another
Hmm.
thing. Different people who had who went with their children there
Hmm.
have come out to say different
Hmm.
things. At this point we don't know. All that we're talking about is all that we're
Speculation.
having. Exactly, all of this is speculation, and I'm not a fan of rampant speculation.
Mm. Yeah,
That's just
that's a
me.
very valid point. But please do not share the video. Please, please, please do not share it. Don't go getting curious about it. It's just not really worth it. It's
Yes,
just not really worth it.
because the next step is to start reporting to the Lagos State Police Command because they already tweeted. I said, guys, no.
Mm.
Well, remember, you can be part of the conversation by sending a message to us on the WhatsApp portal 0809 4440981.
Wait, hold on. Do you think Ubi Franklin should be arrested?
Mm.
No,
Yeah.
I don't. This is not an.
I was just
This is
like,
not the Omotoyosi issue. That was a justifiable
no,
arrest
that
there.
was.
This is not. I wouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say to the people who are calling for his arrest, chill, it might not happen.
Oh,
Mm.
my Nigerians, they were just like, oh, he was trying to spin the story around. Oh, we are so woke now. We know what is happening. You wanted sympathy. The family wanted sympathy as well. Oh, and that's where the bad parenting conversation ensued from. But it's all right.
I think I think I'm gonna go with the optimistic and yeah, graceful viewpoint that I think he just really wanted to put this. It was something that he was like, oh my gosh, this cannot be allowed to go on.
Hmm.
We need to shine a light on this, as a lot of people have done on social media for
Mm.
different things. And so he was like, okay, let me go and put it out there and make sure that they carry this story
It's a
so
really
that we
big
can have some
conversation now.
sort of solution.
Mm.
Well, the story has become big, so
Hmm.
there
Yeah.
you are. So he got what he wanted. Yeah, maybe not the backlash that he thought he would get, but there you go. We've got
Mm.
to take a quick break right now. When we get back, we'll be discussing more inside the grapevine.
Fly, silky smooth, 98.1.
And then how do you turn the
This
volume? No,
one,
that's
this one.
yes. So the second volume, please increase it. Yeah, because that's for the headphones.
Okay.
Okay, now what you need to do is stop
Stop
the
this one.
double click. Yeah,
Okay.
and then it's probably easier for you to take the fader up so that you don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
It's off. It's off already, so
Okay.
bring it down. You like to burst eardrums. My ears! Oh my god, my ears!
Sorry, guys. Even me, Seth. I was like, ah, Jesus Christ, so loud.
Oh my days. So guys, Peppo is he's
Hi,
at the
guys.
desk today and he's enjoying himself. And he's like, do you really need eardrums? Let's see. All right, so what else are we going to be talking about? So we'll be talking about Benito's. Benito. Oh, what's his mom's name? I keep forgetting her name.
Yeah, I think her name.
Mel-
I think she's the one that is Benito. Is she? I don't know.
no. That's the son.
I don't know.
His
her
mom
name.
is Mel.
Wait, Benita is his son.
Benito.
Benito. Okay.
Benito is the son, and then the mother is Mele, I think. No, that can't be right. Let me see. JJC skills. Mel. I'm sure her name is Mele. Yeah, I've already opened this thing. Misery needs company. I opened it up. Mela, that's her name. So it's not Mele, it's Mela. I can't believe this. This came out. I mean, it came out because there were lots of things, obviously. But Funke Akindele is like, we'll never share our children's photos until they're ready to, share it themselves. Then Mela was like, I've seen my opportunity. Let
Here
me
we go.
enter. Oh my goodness. This is just, I don't even know what to say. Oh, all right. Let me see what YouTube.
Oh, there are a lot of stories. I'm not sure I'll finish all of them.
Oh my days. Okay, one that I wanted to talk about just very quickly. Did you see what's going on with Viola Davis and the First Lady?
No. What happened?
And it's not even him.
It's just hilarious.
She was trending on Twitter yesterday.
Yeah, she was trending.
Okay, I need to look into it.
So there's this new show. Is it HBO? somewhere.
I know she was talking about it for
Yeah,
a
so
while.
there's this new show showing like first ladies across different
Yeah.
administrations, and so she's playing Michelle Obama, and she was like, "Oh, I really want to do her justice." And we all know Viola Davis is this amazing actress, but then she was not trending for the wrong reasons because as she was, they released a couple of clips, and she had a purse. She kept talking like this because of Michelle Obama.
Mm.
This
Yeah,
is
yeah,
exactly how she kept
yeah.
talking.
That's
Wow.
why she was strong, baby. Yeah.
And here, I really like watching her, but I'm very sure I'm not going to be able to watch the First Lady
Wow.
if all of her scenes are like this. And it's
Wow.
like, all of her scenes are like that.
Okay.
So they will
Wow.
sing. Because they shared two clips. Then she now shared some screenshots as well.
98.1. Love music, love life.
Smooth 98.1, 33 minutes gone past 8 o'clock, and we are still inside the grapevine, taking your messages up on Twitter at Smooth981FM, up on WhatsApp to 0809 440 981, and up on youtube.com/ smooth981FM Lagos, where we are streaming live. Okay, so are we going to talk about this JJ Skills, Mela, Benito,
Oh, let's
Funke
talk about
Akindele
it.
issue? I don't even know where to start because I feel like this all kind of started, back when Funke and Kindle came out. She was like, "Oh, we got our boys and the family. We like to share pictures of the backs of their heads. We don't really like to share. We don't like to share their faces. You're not going to
Mm.
see their faces
The Michael
because we want
Jackson
them
stuff.
to grow up and be able to live well and live private lives until they feel the need to come out on social media." Then Revenge of the ex baby mama. Well, you can never be an ex baby mama.
Ex baby
Revenge of the
mama.
baby mama. And Bella was like, "This is it. I am going to show their faces."
Mm.
And she showed their faces and just decided to open up everything regarding JGC skills because his son, Benito, had come out and said that he got beaten up. He wasn't like, "I got beaten," which is different.
Mm.
As Nigerians, we know the
We know.
difference.
Yeah.
He was like, "I got beaten up."
Mm.
To the point where I needed to get some CT scans and
Mm.
whatnot.
Mm.
So I don't know where are. I just want to get our temperatures. Where are we on all of this? Because I was just watching the videos or the video that Benito posted up on Instagram, I think it was, where he was talking about, a lot of people have had their opportunity to weigh in on the story, and people were like, now, guy, don't you know you're the son of a Nigerian and you should be able to take a little beating? And I was like, that's not a little beating,
Mm.
and I was, what, what do you guys think?
You know what? There's several facets to the story. First of all, Funke Akindele and her protection of her children thing. The intention, yeah, well-meaning, but the process, not so much, so to speak. But Mela coming forward and doing what she did, I don't know. Like you said, she said, "This is my time to step forward now."
Mm-hmm.
But when you now look at the case of Benito, I mean, he was beaten up. We don't know whether it's several times or whether it was just that one time when he was expelled. And this raises the question of, Nigerian hotness of your head. You know what I mean? If you get expelled, some parent is going to be, if not both parents, are going to be livid that
Mm-hmm.
they pay for your school fees and they're investing so much in you and you get yourself kicked out of school. I'm not trying to justify any assault in this particular thing, but we do know that these situations do come into being.
When I was listening to him or watching him speak, right, I was reminded of this video that went viral, and I think it was a 12-year-old boy. Something. Please, guys, help me out if you remember. And it was a video of he had gotten. What had he gotten bad grades or had he gotten expelled? One or the other. And his dad just went to town on him. And the video was there for everybody. Everybody was watching it like, oh my goodness.
Mhm.
And this reminded me of that. At what point do we say, okay, guys, pull
Cool
back?
down. Yeah.
So there are two things from this story. First is the mother. The mother, I don't think should involve, or parents in general should not involve their kids when they have issues with their partners or spouses.
What
That's
she
number
said
one.
was, "You involved my son first."
Now I don't even know the
That's what
backstory
she
of her,
said.
the involvement of her son, but she first posted a video or a picture of Funke Akindele's kids without her consent. I mean, she never wanted the pictures of her children to be online. That's on one hand. On the other hand, she's saying, oh, because your husband beat my son so bad. In fact, your marriage is having a lot of issues on the inside. They're just trying to portray to the public that, oh, you guys are so loved up and you love yourself so much. Stop lying and pretending and all of that. I feel like she wasn't supposed to do that. That's Benito's mom, and then made
Nala.
Benito post the video narrating what happened or what transpired on that day between himself and his father. It was a good thing he did mention that he got expelled from school, and for that reason, his father gave him the beatings of his life. The father, yes, wasn't supposed to beat him or assault him in that manner, but guys, he was expelled, and the father couldn't even stand it after paying so much. He wants you to be a good boy or become something for yourself in the near future, and you're expelled.
Pepple, it was
There are different
inside a
reactions
moving
to
car.
it.
It was inside a moving car.
Yeah.
He also said his father even took him to a particular location to beat him up.
Yeah, he drove down to the beach. He made a detour to the beach. He was like, "Man, I need to cool off."
That
Okay.
was very calculated, I have to say. I mean, Quentin Tarantino is like, thankfully not involved in this, but
Oh, Tayo from Aja, thank you so much. He said it was a Kenyan father beating his son. He stopped going to school because he wanted to do music. That
Oh
was
yeah,
it.
yeah, I remember that story.
Yes.
I
Okay.
remember that.
So it
one.
was none of my options. Thank you for bringing options. Option 3.
But the Funke Akindele JJ skills story, a lot of Nigerians do not even see anything wrong with his father beating him that bad. They're like, I mean, you were expelled from school. Which Nigerian father wouldn't beat you up?
Lots of Nigerians don't see a lot wrong with sharing videos of underage children and child pornography. A lot of Nigerians don't see anything wrong with rape. A lot of Nigerians don't see anything wrong with a lot of things. Let's not base our standards of living on a lot of Nigerians.
mm, that is very well said.
Just
Yeah,
putting it
that
out
is
there.
very well said. But this whole drama thing, it also has a lot of tit for tat that comes along the lines. Because Benito had, of course, deleted posts where he had said that Funke Akindele was not as perfect that everybody was saying that she was. So I don't know. It's just really, really messy, and I just feel like at some point in time, you just have to just mind your business and just not put yourself in the spotlight.
Mm. And Lola says someone posted about Benito being a druggie, and she assumed it was Funke or someone that Funke gave the gist to. So she retaliated by posting the kids' photos.
Can you
Benito
imagine?
has allegedly been expelled from one school already. This is the second disciplinary issue from a school. Still not sure if it's Warren's being beaten up inside a moving car.
Mm,
I keep saying moving car because that thing is real.
yeah.
I mean, like I always say, there are two sides to this story.
I love
His
how
father
Pepper
was
just,
trying
Pepper was just
to.
like, I'm going to take a moment of silence. Shaka, I don't know what that was. Let's move
Yeah,
on.
I get that part where he was a moving vehicle and all that, but his father was trying to beat him up for being expelled.
What I'm trying to say is, does the hotness of your temper mean that you must do it inside a moving vehicle? You couldn't wait till you got home
Even when he tried to cool off, he still beat the boy up because
Okay.
he was angry.
and throw a stick at him.
He was angry.
Actually, you know
He
what?
was
Yeah, but
obviously
We've all done
angry.
things.
moving car.
We've all-
That's an accident waiting to happen, where both of you could probably lose your lives.
Well, the accident didn't happen. I'm not also justifying JJ's skills, beating his son in a moving car, really. I'm not. But every father, or most fathers, would beat their children at home. I get that, for being expelled from school.
So a lot of people will now say that, and this is such a conversation. A lot of people will now say, oh, we can't be, where times have moved, we can't be beating children. Something. Whilst some others would say, this is Nigeria.
Sure.
This is not the West.
Sure, this is not JJCO.
Mm.
It's not just come.
This is not the West, but it's okay. All right, let's move on. So, who has seen the new trailer for Thor: Love and Thunder?
Oh yes. You know what? It's a teaser trailer, and I can't wait, to be honest. Of course, we see the Guardians of the Galaxy also appearing in that.
Mhm.
And of course, Christian Bale is going to be playing the villain in this one, so that's also great to see. And of course, we have a new Thor. This should be common knowledge by now that, of course, we now have a female Thor that's going to be carrying along the line. So that is going to be very interesting. We have an interesting May coming up. We have an interesting June coming up, because we've also got Doctor Strange coming further down the line. We know how epic that has been looking.
What is that? Is that me?
I think that's in May. I
May
think probably that's the
2000,
first
yeah.
one, yeah.
May.
And then we get Thor. So this is going to be very interesting to see, and it's really special because Chris Hemsworth is getting a fourth movie, whereas most people just got like about three. A few people
I
really
feel like
happy with
Thor
doing more.
1 didn't count.
Yeah.
It didn't count because if character development is you bringing a tray of food to somebody, that's not a story.
Mm.
I'm sorry. I'm really against Thor one. It was not a film. It was just Chris Hemsworth with abs. That was
I
it.
knew you were going to say
That
that.
was
I knew
it.
you were going
It
to
was
say
like
that.
Aquaman. You just go there for the abs. Anything else was but can I also say that I absolutely love what Marvel is doing with their standalone films,
Mm-hmm.
wherein we're seeing a lot more interaction between the superheroes, um, you know, as opposed to before where they'll just have their own personal stories and then that was
Hmm.
that.
Hmm.
So it just brings it's a lot more dynamic, a lot
Hmm.
more diversity going on. I like it.
Yes,
I
yes, yes,
really
yes,
like it.
yes.
So now we'll see Doctor Strange and Wanda. Wait,
Hmm.
I can't remember her name now.
WandaVision.
Yeah, WandaVision. We'll now see Guardians of the Galaxy and Thor. Well, yeah,
Yes.
we're just gonna see a lot more cross
Yes, 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 yes.
pollination, which is kind of cool.
And I like that we're going to be seeing Russell Crowe as Zeus in Thor. So that's going to be
That's
very
not
interesting, you
bad.
know.
Yeah.
I mean, he's playing all the very powerful father figures. You know, he was Jor-El in the Superman movie, and here he is again in
I'm
that
even
whole.
concerned about how much Marvel is going to make because the last one grossed about $854 million.
Listen, they've been doing well. Spider-Man was
My
just,
gosh.
yeah,
Yeah, what was that? Over. I mean, I know it had already passed a billion.
Mm-hmm. Over a billion.
Box office. I
it's
don't know
still in
how
the
how
So,
headlines.
I
so
don't
you
know
see, the
how
thing
big it
is, I mean,
went.
with this trailer now, everyone's having huge anticipation towards the movie on the 8th of July. Yes. So, hey, the build up is really intense now. Oh, before the movie, in the first week, I'm sure it will gross a lot of
Oh, for
huge
sure,
funds for them.
for sure.
All right, so we've got your messages just to close out the show. Lola, Lola has all the tea, man. Lola says regarding Benito, he was removed from his UK school for similar issues, also and brought to Nigeria.
Hmm.
Whilst Muiwa says, please, Oshope, a lot of Nigerians have an issue with rape and assault. It's abhorred except for the few depraved. Muiwa, okay, maybe sorry. Let me just say a lot of Nigerians that respond to questions and join conversations. But yeah, a lot of Nigerians do have an issue, but there's also a lot of Nigerians that don't. What I'm saying is that we should not be basing our decisions on what a lot of Nigerians that have these kind of, like you said, abhorred thoughts
Mm.
on. Okay, so Temi Tokbet says JJ Skills had to beat his son as Ide hot. If he waited to get home first, he would have cooled down and the beating would not have been as intense. I would probably do the same. Temi Tokbet from Yaba. I hope we don't see any car accidents.
Mm. And this one says, "Hi guys, is it the same we can't be beating children that has gotten us? It is the same we can't be beating children that has gotten us where we are with private schools. I agree that as much as we need to be careful with how we go about disciplining children, we shouldn't take away from the training equation." Mbok.
And final one, Taya says, Marvel stays winning. DC and Ezra Miller can learn from them. We end the show there. Thank you.
Wow.
And that's that for Grapevine coming up. By the way, no, it's not that for Grapevine. Make sure you find Chef Jeff 3000, Twitter, Instagram, anywhere else.
Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, yeah.
Facebook,
Yeah.
there you go.
Chef Jeff.
Go find him. Go stalk him.
Yes.
Go ask him for food and then pay for it. And
Yes.
coming up at 9 o'clock, Lagos, you will be talking.
Yes.
Grapevine on the